It might be a rant, but I don't know. I have to say it. Um, I know it's Mother's Day, and I'm wishing Happy Mother's Day to all the beautiful women in the world, first and foremost. As a mother, today is a day. Right now, my children are in the midst of an actual argument. Pardon me, I'm brushing my teeth. My youngest son is 7. And he's very angry. And when he was little, we used to call him Little Angry Up. And it was because he was always so angry. And I understood that in the process of me being pregnant with him, that's where I was. I was angry. I was very angry about a lot of things that were transpiring in my life at that particular time. And I did not express them. I did not express my anger. I did not express my feelings or my emotions. I did not express what was going on the inside. I didn't share with anyone. I didn't feel like I had anyone I could share with, that I could trust. I have been so brainwashed and so gaslit into thinking and believing that the things that were transpiring or happening to me were my fault. Now, some of them, yes, they were. I will take ownership of that, because I have to take ownership of my peace. And then I have to take ownership of some of the stuff I know for a fact that I did, because I did some stuff too. I'm not a saint. None of us are. We've all been guilty of falling short. We've all fallen off the wagon. Right? So, I realized, because I've been going through epiphanies this whole weekend. It's been going on for a while now, actually. But just in this particular week, it was some things that were really, that jumped out to me. I realized I have some resentment for my father. And I never knew my father. I never met my father. I don't know who my father is. And I've always had questions about who my dad was. And I was always told that there was somebody that was my dad that wound up actually not being my dad. And it's in your heart of hearts, you kind of already know. And so I've healed in the sense that I can talk about it and not be, some kind of way or feel some kind of way about it. I can talk about it. Now I'm at a place where I want to do something. And I'm just not quite sure what I want to do and how I want to do it. And so my son and my brother both was talking to me today about making decisions and how you make decisions and how we make decisions based off of inherent trait, habit, environment, circumstance, situation, and people, places, and things. Something they teach you in AA and NA, 12-step programs. People, places, and things is one of the levels. When you begin to grow, evolve, and change and heal, and you get on a healing journey, or you begin to self-evaluate and self-regulate and look at yourself so that you can mature and grow and change, you begin to identify habits, personalities, mindsets, behaviors, traits, demeanors, presentations of self, levels of self-esteem, like emotional imbalance, cognitive, how you think. And we learn these things from the people that we come into connection to, like our seniors or elders and siblings that were before us are our models or lessons to look at. That's where that terminology of we're mirror images of each other comes from. We're mirror images because I'm looking at you. I'm looking to you to be my guide, to show me where or what not to do or what to do or when to do it or when not to do it. By your mistakes. I'm learning from your mistakes too. I'm learning from your interactions and your behaviors and your modeling in front of me. You're acting in front of me. And so I'm working on my behavior and my modeling and my acting in front of my kids. Because I know that there are moments where I am not becoming. I've blown my top. I've used profanity. I've yelled, screamed, and shouted. I said hurtful things and had hurtful things said back. And I don't like that. I don't want to be that person. I will tell the truth And the truth does hurt. So in the sense of hurting your feelings for the sake of your solidarity and loving on you and giving you what you need, I'm going to tell you the truth. And I appreciate my brother because my brother does that. He tells me the truth. And he hurt my feelings, but I love it at the same time because I know he's speaking to me from a place of love. He's an honest person. He holds true to who he is. And because he's held true from his experience and his circumstances, and he's walking his faith in his life, he's modeling to me how to walk mine. We all come into contact with each other because of how we interact and exchange with one another, and we're learning. We're learning. And this week I was struggling going through this process of holding space. Holding space for each other. This is probably like the second or maybe third week that I'm in this cycle of holding space. Holding space. In fact, I want to say it's back in February. February. In February, early March. Holding space for someone besides myself. And I'm big on holding space for other people. It comes natural. However, what I'm starting to realize at this phase in my journey is that I'm holding space for some people that I shouldn't be holding space for. I'm holding their energy. I'm holding their weight, their power, their essence, their problems, their sorrows, their issues, their misunderstandings and miscommunications. I'm holding it all. It's not mine to hold. I stood in between so that information could be shared. Yet I give back to you what's yours, and I take only a hold of what's mine. And so I'm learning to hold space for myself. And we as human beings and people and spirits and souls, or whatever you want to call it, however you want to identify, however you connect to you, we don't always hold space for ourselves. We have a good habit of holding space for those that we care about, but we don't make a good habit of holding space for ourselves. And I think that when we do attempt to do it, we go through imposter syndrome, when we go through bouts and moments where we feel selfish, and then we go through bouts and moments where we feel abandoned or alone, or we go through bouts and spirits or moments where we feel isolated, and then we have people that are judgmental of us, and they send that judgment to us, and you can feel it through attacks, and you can feel it through just feeling defeated at times, and just having those woe is me feelings or emotions. Don't hold on to it. Take ownership of what is yours and let go of the rest. Everybody is not going to understand you. Everybody is not going to be able to process what you're going through at the time that you're going through it. They may not have been equipped for that lesson at that time. And yeah, maybe sometimes you can hold space for someone that has gone through something that you've gone through. Yet there's only but so much space you can continue to keep holding. At some point in time, they have to be willing to hold a space for themselves too. We have to learn to step into maturity and responsibility and ownership of the things that we ourselves as individuals have obligated ourselves to be responsible for and to be a part of. And that goes back to people, places, and things, because you have to also be responsible of your energy, the energy that you give off. Because your energy does not just affect you. It affects everyone that you are around and everyone that you come into contact with. And I'm learning to respect my energy. I'm learning to respect my space. I'm learning to respect my feelings. And I'm learning to empathize and respect the space of those or others, those around me. And I'm also learning when I take on more than I can handle, or more than I deserve, or more than is necessary. And now I'm learning discernment as to gauge when and where and how much to give. And I'm seeing that there are people around you that recognize when you coming up. Excuse me. And they want to leech on, spiritual burp. They want to leech on to you, and they want to latch on to you because they want to come up with you too. Sometimes they can't go for that ride. You cannot give so much of yourself that you have nothing to give to yourself at the end of the day. And people have been saying that to me for years. And I understood it on so many different levels. Yet the level that I'm on, and I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks, new levels, new devils. The level that I'm on now, I'm seeing it from a totally different perspective. People have ultimatums and demands. But so should you. These ultimatums and demands, they're sometimes boundaries. Some things that I, you, me, he, she, them, they, those will not budge on. And that's admirable because you're respecting your energy and your space and what you want to be open and attached or connected to. You have the right. You have the right. Nobody can tell you not to be open. If you don't want to be open, you don't got to be open. They can't say, hey, open up and take this information. No, you open yourself. You open yourself by being receptive, by responding, opening your ears, opening your eyes, having a conversation, dialoguing, agreeing. Agreeing opens a portal within you too. Because that means a part of you resonates with a part of them. And now you're open to them. That means you have an open tie. I don't want to do that anymore. I'm good. Some of the open doors, they need to be shut. Real talk. I think my cousin had to come to. But real talk, they need to be shut. I close doors that don't serve me anymore. I close doors that I have served and served to the capacity in which I was able or supposed to serve. And no more. I shut that door. You're no longer welcome to pull on my energy. You're no longer welcome to be in my space without my permission. This is my space. This is my energy. I'm entitled to have my space and my energy for me. And so are you. We all are. And the only way people are going to respect your space and respect your energy is when you do it yourself. I'm going to walk my truth. I have issues, yes. We all have issues because we all have watched our parents go through craziness. And our parents have watched our parents go through craziness. And those parents have watched those parents go through craziness. And so on and so forth. These are generational curses. Break them. And the only way to do that is to self-evaluate yourself. To really truly call yourself to be true to yourself. To sit with your own energy and see who you are. And how you show up. And how you impact the world. And what comes off when you don't show up. Because sometimes you get you see some stuff and people like, oh wow, I didn't show up, so that's what you're going to treat me? That's how you're going to show me? You don't know my life. You don't know my circumstances. You don't know what I'm going through and what I'm dealing with. You don't know. And so it's like, you have people that will pass judgment on you. Oh, you'll show up in church this Sunday, but then you don't show up the next Sunday you come back. So you're going to yo-yo in and out of church? You don't know my prior engagements. Something or things that I've planned months in advance. That I informed others of. Said persons that needed to be informed. And people will pass judgment on you and treat you a certain way. And look at you a certain way. And it's your choice to decide, yes, I'm going to carry that judgment, or no, I'm not. And I'm not. I'm not. I don't want to carry it. I give it back. I give it back. And I'm going to make it right. In my own way. I'm going to make it right. For myself. For myself. And you deserve to make it right for yourself too. And I pray to God that this message resonates with somebody in their hearts, their minds, and their souls. Amen. Enjoy your Mother's Day. And I'm done with social media for right now.